W7W Podcast. It's a podcast about our local yarn shop, West 7th Wool in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm Amy.
I'm Hunter.
And we are the West 7th Wool owners.
So what are we going to talk about this week?
Well, we just went on vacation.
That's right, we did. We went to Florida to Universal Studios in Orlando.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
We brought a little bit of the rain back with us.
Yeah, well, we had a good time.
You're welcome for that.
The kids had a great time.
It was fun. I had a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of walking, though.
Yeah, we got our steps in.
Mm-hmm. And then some.
Great. It was great.
I think on at least a couple of the days, my steps on my watch, it went around like 2 whole times and then was still going.
Really?
Yeah.
So, while we were gone, everything went really smoothly.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to our awesome employees who really stepped up and just took care of everything.
Yeah, I came back and there's all this new stuff that we ordered before we left, and it's all like nicely arranged and
yeah, it turns out because of just kind of how things fell into place, we had three different yarn reps show up about 10 days before our trip, and we ordered a few new things, just a few new things from them, and of course it all showed up while we were gone out of town. So we left, and all of a sudden everybody else started just getting inundated with all these boxes. I don't know what the final count was. I've heard 18. I've heard 20 boxes. I think it keeps going up.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. We had Jen had her beginning knitting class yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It went well. We always have that on the first weekend of the month usually.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe next month it falls on the second weekend, just because everybody's in and out of town, and Jen's in and out of town, and so it might not be the very first Sunday, it might be the next Sunday. Just stay tuned to our website on the events page, and probably if you're watching this, you're not a beginning knitter.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know somebody who is, or you'd like to lead someone down this winding path of yarn, look for our beginning knitter classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What else have we got? Oh.
Okay, so we have got for classes for this month, we've got toe-up socks.
Has Jen already started that? Or
Not yet, no.
On the 10th, you still have time to sign up.
You do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have, I believe, 5 people have signed up so far, thereabouts.
So there's a little bit of room left.
Uh-huh.
So there's 2 classes, just 2 classes of that,
Mm-hmm.
on the 10th and the 24th. Those are Sundays. Then we've got Alexandra Davidoff is going to do her Doralton lace hat.
Mm-hmm. That's out of the Malabrigo book.
Out of the new Malabrigo book.
Book 14?
It's really pretty. Yeah, I think it is 14.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 2-session class on Saturdays, the 16th and the 30th.
Mm-hmm. It's
1 to 3.
It's a hat class using fingering weight yarn.
Still time to sign up for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think our 2 technique classes are full, brioche and double knitting.
They are, but again, I keep saying it, as long as the classes keep filling, we're going to keep offering them until, nobody is
until
left on the waiting
everyone
list.
already knows how to brioche and double knit.
Yeah, all the brioche.
Who wants to? Anybody who wants to.
So yeah, just keep an eye out on our calendar for that as well. We'll keep offering it. I think we're going to offer 2 double knitting classes next month in July.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out.
So that's for classes. Oh, Worldwide Knit in Public Day.
Yes, that is on June 9th, which is a Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. And while everybody knits in a knit shop, so I guess we're not really considered public, although it is kind of public, but you should knit wherever you are. If you go out to lunch, knit. If you go to, go to a park, knit. Go to a museum, knit. Go to a cafe, knit. And if you come in that day and you tell us where you're going to be knitting in public, we'll give you 10% off your total purchase.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Proclaim to us where you're going to be knitting that day. and we'll give you 10% off.
And stick to it.
Yeah, that would be even cooler if you posted a picture and tagged us in it.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then the other, we'll have the monthly Sunday spin-in on the 10th. That's the day after.
Yes.
And then we're doing an Alzheimer's Awareness charity event called The Longest Day. It's on June 21st. That's a Thursday. It is the longest day of the year, the summer equinox. And, or is it the solstice? Is it the summer solstice? Summer equinox.
Yeah.
It's the longest day. It's the longest day of sunlight in the year. So we, along with actually several other yarn shops, are doing Do What You Love all day that day. So whether it's knitting, crocheting, spinning, weaving, we are going to do what we love. And we have a Alzheimer's link that we can post to our page where if you want to donate, you can donate to Alzheimer's Awareness. What we're going to be doing is making twiddle muffs for the residents and the patients at the Meadowbrook Memory Care Center here in Fort Worth. And we have a lovely client, Wanda, who is involved with them, and so she's made a few twiddle muffs, and I'm excited to start one. If you have yarn you want to bring it. You can use yarn we have here. They're just fun little muffs that and you knit or crochet fun little things to go on them so that people who need to be busy with their hands have something to twiddle with.
Interesting.
And it's a really nice way to learn a new stitch, practice a bobble stitch. It's kind of like almost like a little sampler in a tube. So it's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do it all day, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. because that's our regular knit night. So just come knit with us all day.
There we go.
Or crochet.
Mm-hmm.
For Alzheimer's Awareness.
Sounds like a plan.
It is. It's a great plan.
Cool.
I'm excited about this plan.
I'm excited that you're excited.
Yes. I learned about it at the Hill Country retreat. And so a lot of other shops are, I know Wendy at Tinsmith's is going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Suzanne at Hill Country is going to do it. So those shops are participating as well. It'll be a fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're just going to be knitting. Do you want to talk about some new things we got in while we were gone?
Yes, because we got in quite a few new things, as our employees repeatedly have been reminding me.
All right. A couple of things we actually got in before we left, right after we made the podcast. Jen, who's also known as Mommy Sew, made a custom giant knitting bag for us. Look how big that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a strap. It's a fabric bag with a zipper top. And it's huge.
That is outrageously large.
You can... I've when you're knitting a sweater, or a blanket, and you want to take it with you, you want a big bag. So there's these really cute knitting motif on the outside, and there are some knitting sheep on the inside, and then we also have the reverse as well. So they're really cute, and they're really huge.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you be doing that thing if you got this bag where you're like, I really want a big bag, I need a big bag, you get the bag, and then you're like, oh, it's too heavy. Then you go back to the smaller bag?
Only do that with purses.
That's only purses?
That's only purses.
Okay. Just checking.
We also got some more of Jen's small pouch bags, the sock bags, and some cute new. I only grabbed a couple, but there are a lot of cute new fabrics. These are hedgehogs. And inside, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Just little mushrooms. And then some, these are her pencil cases, but they also make great little notions bags. This one, these are different books. I've got Moby Dick, Romeo and Juliet, Leaves of Grass, Emma, The Secret Garden. There's a math book, Boxcar Children, and on the inside there are spines of books too, so it's a really cute one.
I think you might be partial to the book, so.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Library background.
Yeah. There are a few of us ex-librarians in the knitting world. What else did we get? Oh, right after we made the podcast, our order from Primrose Yarns came in.
Mm-hmm.
We got two different sock weights. One's plied and one's not. This is the plied Ultimate Sock. How many? We got a few colors.
We got in several colors. I want to say
This one's called Tarot
20-ish.
Card. It's beautiful. And this was an interesting experience for us. With Primrose, we didn't choose the colors. They chose the colors for us. So they chose their best-selling colors they sent to us.
Yeah, and I was a little concerned at first, but once I found out that they picked from their best sellers,
And they're all
was
gorgeous.
like, okay, yeah, sure.
They're all really beautiful. And then they made a special color in their single ply sock base, which is Adelaide, called Ocean Potion, and this is our West 7th Wool exclusive color.
Which is really nice. I like
It's
that a lot.
beautiful. Mm-hmm. So, what else? Oh. Here, I'm going to let you talk about these.
All right.
We got some big yarn.
Yeah, we've got
For
Ballroom
winter.
U, and this is I want to say an Aran weight. It's at least a worsted. Dovestone. And yeah, it's really nice. We wanted to get a hold of some Ballroom U, and we finally were able to get a hold of this, and eventually we're probably going to carry some other weights depending on how things go on their end manufacturing side. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. It's made in
England.
Or Scotland? Or
That was England. We can double check and I'll put it on the screen. Then we also got Universal Yarn. We got this deluxe bulky superwash. For a while, I've been hearing requests for a superwash in a bulky that was not like a variegated but solid colors.
Mm-hmm.
So we finally brought that in, and that's what this is. And I'm real excited to have it.
Is it a good price point? Is it?
Yeah, it's $9.25 a ball.
Yeah, that's good for bulky.
Yeah, and it is 106 yards, which is about what you'd expect for a bulky.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
it's not bad.
100% wool?
It is 100% superwash wool.
Nice.
So there's that.
All right, speaking of British yarn, we also got some new cotton from Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
That one's nice.
Okay, one of our employees, Mickey, had been suggesting that we bring in a fingering weight cotton. Another one I don't know, we had a different one that's kind of a variegated, but again, I wanted something that was solid. And we saw this Rowan fingering weight cotton, and I was like, yeah, I think we should go ahead and bring that in.
Because
So,
the Ultra Pima is more of a DK weight, isn't it?
Yeah, Ultra Pima, the regular Ultra Pima is DK, but we also have the Ultra Pima Fine, but that is a sport weight. So this is something we were lacking, was kind of a true solid fingering weight cotton. So
Cool.
Here we go.
Cool. Then we have Rowan's cotton cashmere, 85 cotton, 15 cashmere,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a DK weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's very soft. For this Texas climate, this is a nice breathable cotton. I feel like it could substitute for a wool and a sweater. Like
Yeah.
a DK sweater.
Probably. It's somewhat comparable. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's important to us being in this climate to have a lot of different options in cotton, options in linen, etc. So
Because
yeah.
when we were in Florida last week in the 80s, is in the hundreds here.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize there's that big of a difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What else do we have? Oh, we have even more cotton. We just went cotton crazy.
Yep.
This one we've had, but I don't think we've talked about it. Actually, we got this one from Evelyn Neel last time she was here. It's the Yumbrel DK. It's a DK cotton. It's 100% cotton in hand painted colors. 218 yards. It's really soft as well. Really beautiful. Well, what have you got there?
Yes, and then I have got this Appalachian Baby released a new organic cotton. I believe it's new anyway. It's baby weight, which is fingering weight.
Looks even almost smaller than fingering.
You think it's like a light fingering?
Yeah.
Okay, so light fingering to fingering. And yeah, it is. And we only have the one color. It's 235 yards or 50 grams. And yeah.
Do you know what our Lori, I believe, is our rep. She mentioned that even though it's Appalachian Baby, they get all their cotton from Texas.
Yeah, that's right. She did mention that.
The Texas Cotton Collective. So that's Texas cotton right there.
Yep, there we go.
But I believe they process it and spin it and then package it elsewhere.
Still counts.
They get the raw cotton from Texas.
Yeah, Texas cotton.
Cool. Even more cotton, but it's not Texas cotton. Actually, I really don't know where the cotton itself is from, but this is German. Shattermeyer Regia, Tutti Frutti, cotton, self-striping, self-patterning sock yarn. And this one, you've got strawberries.
Yes.
I've got kiwis. Let's see if we can get close enough to where you can see the stripes those make. Those are cool.
Isn't that neat?
And a few people have asked us, do you have cotton sock yarn?
And
now we do.
The answer is yes.
Now we do. That would be nice. It feels really soft. Sometimes cotton can feel a little rough, but this is very soft.
And I'm sure they're mindful of that because when you're working with sock yarn, you want something that's a little bit softer.
And it's 72% cotton, 18 nylon. So it's got some nylon in there for your heels and toes.
Very nice.
It's strong. Very cool. I think you should make me a pair of those. I like the strawberry. We also have watermelon and one other.
Watermelon I remember for sure.
I didn't bring it all because we have so much.
Yeah.
We also have Wool in the Gang self-patterning socks. Very cool. Also from Regia.
Yeah, we've got a couple of colors of that currently. I think we ordered 4 altogether, so we're waiting on some more to come in.
There was a really popular one that looks like clouds. Really nice.
Did you have a hard time reaching this, by the way? I kind of put them up top.
Yeah, I'm taller, so maybe.
Yeah,
put a few down.
Yeah, these weren't out till after I got back, and I think one of the reasons was they looked at them in the box situation. They're like, I don't even know what to do with that. So that's why I stuck them up there, but we'll figure it out.
More anyway, Regia yarn. This is Arne and Carlos self-patterning perfect design line. So it tells you where to start. You start on the outside of the ball. See, it's got it like roped off for you in some way. The label kind of helps. And it makes 2 supposed to be perfect pairs of self-striping socks, and I thought that it kind of looks like flames on the top. Those are cool.
So yeah, those are pretty neat.
Those are pretty neat. And you know I love Arne and Carlos. They're wonderful. What else did we get? Well, we got some kits. Kit for you, kit for me. This is the pink staccato shawl color kit from Fibra Natura. Donna Fine Italian Style Merino, 100% Merino Superwash. It's a pattern. And all the yarn that comes with it.
It's from Universal Yarn. And this is the Stratification Shawl Spice Box color kit.
That's pretty.
It's also made with Donna. There's the picture.
I think it's all sealed. It comes all looped in a pretty ribbon. Those are cool.
We got a third kit of those, by the way, but they're hiding
Christmas.
in the back.
They're Christmas stockings.
Christmas stockings,
They're
yeah.
Cool. We'll probably bring them out pretty soon. Get your Christmas on.
Yep.
Christmas in July. Do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then we have it's crochet time. This lovely kit has everything you need to start your next crochet project, including a bamboo crochet hook yarn, full instructions in Hassan fabric. Happiness is handmade. The Crafty Cake Company's crochet cactus. How cute is that? I want to make them.
Yeah, at the same time as that I was ordering those, I also ordered some crochet animals. They're on back order. Hopefully we'll get them sooner than later, but we have more to come.
They're cute. We also are now stockists of soap wash. We have it in 3 different sizes, 5 different scents, or 4?
No, it's 6, I believe.
6 scents.
Yeah.
You've got the little, if you're making a project, if it's a gift and you want to give one to a friend, you can put the little travel size in there. And we've got how many ounces is this? This is 18 washes.
I think it's like 3.5.
And this is 75 washes and 18 washes.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's 3 fluid ounces.
And that display came with the Lazy Susan that I've been spinning around. It's been fun.
Like a child.
Yeah. Yes, I guarantee I'm not the only one.
I'm just going to have to hope if kids come in here, they just don't even notice it. Just slide right on past it.
What else did we get? We've got the new Pom Pom, which has the cool bag on the back. That's a cool bag. It's like a bento bag, but it's knit. I've seen a lot of the bento bags sewn. This one's knit. It's super cute. It's called Judoka by Leah Moya. It's cute. You knit a bag.
A bento bag.
A bento bag. That's what they call it.
How's that different? Is it like bento box but bag?
Yeah.
Huh.
But otherwise, there's a lot of brioche in here.
Maybe we should save one for Trish.
Really cute though. That's a cute top. I might make that top. I want to make everything. I just want to make everything.
Make all the things.
Make all the
I think
things.
it's your job.
We've got. It's
It's
true.
in the bylaws.
It's true.
Yep.
We've got the new Lane magazine, which I actually have not looked through yet. Did I get a copy?
I don't remember.
Did I get a shop copy?
I don't recall.
Oh, I've been
pulling one for
hearing
you.
about this one, Nutkin. That's cute. Okay, so maybe that should be mine. And then the new Amarisu, they've changed the formatting. If you remember, the old Amarisu was the same size as the Pom Pom, the smaller one. They've gone to a larger format. And this actually is not supposed to be released until tomorrow, but we probably won't get this podcast up and running until late tonight, which I'm sure is fine. So
yeah, we can go ahead and put those out now because we're not even open technically today, so they'll be ready to go starting tomorrow.
They will, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. a lot of really beautiful summer patterns in there. Okay. And then one thing that we got in, I had to fight for it because I really wanted it. It's this Rosetti Cotton Gold. And there are actually a few different Ravelry patterns with it. It's a sparkly cotton with sequins in it. How fun is that?
Honest answer? Not fun.
It's super fun.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to make something gorgeous with it. You'll see.
What do you have in mind?
I'm not going to tell you.
Fine. Be that way.
I'm going to tell you.
I'm glad of it.
Do you have any finished objects?
No, I don't think so. My last finished objects were the socks, right? The sugar plum fairy socks.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, I didn't think that I had any either. And then I remembered.
Ooh.
About a tea cozy.
That's right. Why don't you describe the tea
with
cozy?
Giant octopus. Well,
I mean, giant in relation to that ship, sure, but really he's quite small.
he's so cute. I would make it again. It was so cute. And so, I saw these mugs on Instagram, and they're from a company called Calamity Wear, and it looks like blue willow china, but if you look really close, there are little monsters and dinosaurs and robots, and there's a little sea monster and a pirate ship. So I thought, I need those mugs. They come in a set of 4. So they also have dishes too, which...
I have standing orders to get her the dish set or more of this for Christmas, birthdays, any occasion that comes up.
Yeah, if he's looking for a gift, just remind him.
Mm-hmm.
She wants those dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought...
You've already explicitly reminded me.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a tea cozy that goes with the mugs?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a tea cozy. I made this Trish McTavish tea cozy before, and it's one where you steek the handle and the spout. And so what I did was I just grabbed some leftover Brooklyn tweed from my sweater. Which sweater was that?
I can see it. I don't remember what it was called.
You know, they re-released that sweater to go with their new yarn. They re-released the pattern.
Did it go away for a while?
No, but you could make it with, if you don't want to make it out of the wool, you could make it with, well, it's still a wool, but it's applied anyway. It's a different weight. But this is the, and you want a really grippy wool so that you can do the,
Steaking?
that thing. So instead of the flowers that Trish McTavish did, I found a pirate ship and some waves and put that on my tea cozy. And there's a pattern for an octopus.
What's the pattern called?
Octopus. Mickey found it on Ravelry. It's knitted. Normally you would see the amigurumi is crochet, but this is a little knitted guy. And he was not too complicated to make. Yes, I used double pointed needles. You could use a magic loop if you wanted, but I found it kind of fiddly, especially for the tentacles are so few stitches, but I put craft wire in the tentacles so that I could make him curl up and stay on the top. So there he is. There's my tea cozy, and there's my giant octopus.
Diminutive giant octopus.
Well, it's big for the tea cozy, I mean.
Uh-huh, yeah, in relation. Compared to this shit, he's huge.
He's so cute. He's just lovely. So what are you working on?
I'm currently working on my Grinch socks. Hold on. This is them. I'm right at where I'm supposed to start the heel. I'm probably just a few rows out. They're pretty boring. It's just stockinette. But I didn't want to get too complicated with it because I think I've talked about it before. I'm sure I have, but I'm learning new things here. This is my first time doing toe-up socks. This is my first time doing 2 at a time on magic loop. Next I'm going to learn how to do the fish lips kiss heel, which is new for me as well. So I'm learning a lot of new things. So I was like, I'll just go stockinette otherwise to keep it straightforward. But it's getting pretty boring. But I'm plugging away at it.
Is it?
And it feels like I'm going slow, but then I keep remembering, oh yeah, I'm actually making 2 at a time.
Yeah.
So I'll be done by the time it's done. So it's going okay. But that's all I'm working on right now. I'm thinking about maybe doing more crochet. Getting a little bit more experience with crochet. If I get bored or distracted.
I taught you how to do
you taught
single crochet.
Yeah, but I want to do one of the monsters or animals or something. So I need
should.
to pick up my game a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Fine.
Good.
Will.
Glad we had that talk.
Me too.
I'm making my really plain socks just to see if I like this cascade yarn.
How you feeling about it so far?
Oh, they're all right. I haven't worn them because I don't have the second sock made. But I was just a while ago. Trish and I had the same idea came up. My yarn in my bag, especially if I have more than one ball of yarn, gets kind of sloppy and messy in my bag. So I wanted a way to kind of wrangle it so that it doesn't get so if you take it in and out of your bag, if you switch bags, and it kind of falls in on itself and the yarn sometimes gets tangled or rubs against other yarn. This is a white yarn and it was rubbing against something in my bag. I think I might have had a pencil in there or something. So now I have or maybe some fuzz. Anyway, just to keep it clean, I found one of these mesh bags from another retailer. She had one from, I think, White House Black Market. I think a piece of jewelry came in it or something. And it had their name printed on the ribbon. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could get some West 7th wool bags with our name printed? Because she and I had both came to work the next day with our yarn in these mesh bags.
Uh-huh.
So we thought that's a great way to keep your yarn safe in your knitting bag.
Mm-hmm.
And so I finally did find somebody to make us some West 7th wool drawstring bags.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be just giving these away with your yarn purchase.
Yeah, if you get yarn wound, you should receive one of those.
We're happy to wind yarn for you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you 1 or 2 of those with your yarn. So you're ready to go.
Yep, that is correct.
Yep. I think there are very few instances where we're not able to wind your yarn right away. That would be like during a big sale day or maybe a yarn crawl day.
Mm-hmm.
We might not be able to wind it for you right then and there, but if you are able to leave it with us and pick it up later or the next day, we're always happy to wind yarn for you.
Yeah, and that's atypical, like she said. Usually we can wind, no problem.
Yeah. And I've got them in here too. So I've got 2 balls of Shibui twig because I jumped on the bandwagon and I'm gonna knit the Tegna sweater.
Is it Tegna?
I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna knit it. So this is the one I started on vacation where I'm sure what to take. And I'm almost finished with the lace. The shibui twig is recycled silk and linen. What are you looking at me like that for?
What? I'm listening to you.
He's thinking of something silly or funny to say.
I was thinking of something silly to say, but then I was like, no, that's too silly even by my standards, so I'm not going to say it.
He gets this look.
I'm not that transparent.
Yes, you are. So I'm almost finished with the lace at the bottom, and I realized it's a boxy sweater with lace at the bottom. Well, we'll see how it goes. This twig is really rough to knit with, and the stitch definition is kind of hard to see because it's got so much crunchy texture, but once I wash it, it'll soften up a lot. Yeah.
Wash it, dry it, beat it up.
Wash it. You know all the trouble I gave you about doing Sock Madness?
Yeah. That was.
Well, I didn't give you trouble about it. I was just like,
you gave me the business. You're like,
gonna regret it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
So much pressure.
And you know what? I really like the socks that I made from that one pattern, but at the same time, it was ridiculous. I did not have enough time to commit to that.
You know what I'm thinking of doing?
You're thinking about doing a sweater thing, aren't you?
I'm thinking of joining.
Sweater madness.
I'm thinking of joining the Beekeeper Cardigan knit along. The Beekeeper Cardigan by Marie Green. She's having a knit along, and it's gonna be knit a cardigan in 4 days.
Tell them when it's going to be.
July 1st through July 4th.
So it's going to be July 4th. We will hopefully have something going on after work.
Won't.
Just let me have this. Maybe something's going on after work where we get to actually like go out and have fun and do something. But you're going to have to be knitting on this thing.
I'll take it with me.
And then you're just going to be antisocial and knitting on this thing.
I wonder if I can do it.
I mean, yeah.
A sweater in 4 days.
It'd probably be too much for you. You probably can't pull it off.
It's really cute. It's DK weight. The sample she's done is in this really beautiful... I love this color, this gold color. I think I might try it.
I don't know if you're fast enough to pull it off. Sure?
Probably not, and I'll probably hurt my hands. I'd give myself carpal tunnel or something.
Your hands might fall off.
But they very mild. They might.
You think?
But it says the knit along begins on July 1st and runs through July 15th with a sliding timeline for different sizes, up to 8 days.
Oh.
Pick and choose your days. They don't have to be consecutive. Well, that sounds weird. You can also
reasonable.
participate on your own time or even create your knit along group to try the challenge on your own. But if you love the friendship and energy of doing it with a group, you're invited to join my cheerful, highly engaged Facebook group where we will have all kinds of fun, help, and prizes along the way. Sounds fun.
You think you're going to try it?
I think I might try it.
Do it.
After giving you so much flack for doing Sock Madness, I might do Sweater Madness. It's called the Beekeeper Cardigan by Marie Green. Olive Knits. And look for her group on Ravelry. Look for the pattern on Ravelry. They'll
Yep. Double standards. I'm just stunned at this development.
I know.
Never would have seen this coming.
4 day sweater knit along. All right. Well, I think that's all we have for you.
Hopefully
we didn't forget anything this time.
The giveaway.
Yeah. We need to give away some yarn.
Oh, can you bring this up on my phone so I'm not having to mess
last
with
podcast, which was 3 weeks ago, so everybody had an extra week to get in their comments. What was the question? Oh, yeah, I made that crazy sweater that was way too big.
So the question was, have you ever made anything that's
gone horribly wrong? And what did you do with it? So we're going to give away some hedgehog fiber sock yarn, in foam, which is a beautiful spring, not kind of like a variegated, it's not, I wouldn't call it speckled, beautiful variegated spring color. Hedgehog sock yarn. And I will get the random number generator. How many numbers do we have? How many?
I believe it's 20.
20? Okay. 20 eligible comments. Minimum 1, maximum 20. Lucky number 15.
All right. Why can't it ever be like 2? 1.
15. Who is lucky commenter 15?
Okay, the commenter that actually fulfilled the request of describing their project that went wrong. Let me double check. Jen Brooks.
Jen Brooks, congratulations.
A winner is you. Hmm?
Do you want to give away some yarn this time?
Heck yeah, I do. What are we going to give away?
What do you want to give away? I was kind of eyeing that the cotton sock yarn.
Oh yeah?
The strawberries or the kiwis?
Okay. Which one? I know you were eyeballing the strawberries.
Let's give away some strawberries.
Wait, so you want to give away strawberries and you want me to make you strawberries?
Yeah.
Let's see how it is.
So what should our question be for this one?
That is a good question.
Ooh, that is a good question. It's summertime. Ooh. Did we already do the would you participate in a... We did the would you participate in a mystery knit along.
Mm-hmm. Would you participate in a timed
knit along? Like a really fast 4-day sweater.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make that the question.
Okay. Would you participate in a timed knit along where the time is really short, like a time crunch knit along?
Or have you?
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've asked that already, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we just want to give away yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So comment and let us know.
Yep.
Yeah.
The answer for me is yes, I have, and no, I will not.
All right. Thanks for watching.
All right. Bye guys.